Chapter 9, October 1669, Wakusutome, the New Netherland, and along the Delaware River Valley in the American colonies. Hello again, I'm Jack Greeson. I welcome you to this YouTube video series on my book, The Spirit Within Us, a saga of two bold families who helped build a democracy. I truly believe that this video series will inspire you to read this book. And you can subscribe below to get much more out of this YouTube video series. You can also buy your copy of the book from the information posted here. Just a reminder, the stories of two real families are chronicled in this book, and their family trees are on pages Roman numeral 4 and 5 in the front of your book. When you have your book, look at the family tree. On page Roman numeral 5, on the right-hand list, on the right side, below the middle of the page, you can find Wakusutome. I want to remind you that these people listed on this family tree are real historical people, and the main events are real historical events. Details and other events have been augmented to complement historical records. Wakusutome's earlier family is not listed on this chart due to lack of room, but some of her family is explained in the chapter. And now let's start chapter 9. Here we see a map of the Delaware River Valley and New Netherland. I'm going to quote from page 323. Not a good day to be on the waterfront facing into the blustery storm, frigid, rainy, windy. An even more unpleasant sight was sailing directly into their view. In sheer desperation, the Dutch colonists beheld 4 English frigates loaded with soldiers entering their harbor at New Amsterdam, the seat of the colonial government of New Netherland. The mission of these soldiers was to recapture the colony of New Netherland for the English crown. End quote.
We must split up. Tell everyone the colonists they must leave now. The English are attacking.
A few days later, after some of these English soldiers and their leader, and I'll quote from page 324, stole, burned homes, barns, and storehouses, murdered entire families, and kidnapped some of the colonists to be sold into slavery, Hendrik Anderson, one of the Dutch colonists, sought help. He went to the Lenape, the natives who had inhabited this area for centuries. On page 324, he called to them. He was known to them. They responded. They beheld a thoroughly exhausted, frightened man who had just achieved a life-saving escape through the forest. Hendrik related to Chief Blackbird about the past and most recent behavior of the English in this area.
The English have invaded New Netherland. They are attacking the villages. You must defend your lands, or they will take everything you have.
He asked for Chief Blackbird's assistance. Among other information from page 329, Chief Blackbird had also just learned of the atrocities and how, and I quote, the English had publicly stated that they would drive every Swede and every Finn from the region. The English had vowed to destroy everything that the Swedes and Finns had owned and take their land. End quote. On page 330, he became enraged at these atrocities of the English against those whom he knew and trusted, allies of his nation. This English offensive was very close to the home of the Lenape. End quote. Then on page 330, the chief responded gravely to Hendrik and those assembled. They, that is the English, have stepped on a snake, they must learn what follows that. On page 330, Chief Blackbird motioned to one of the women standing nearby, his sister Wakusutome. "Please bring our friend something to eat, then settle him in our brother Little Crow's dwelling. He needs to rest." Shortly after this, we read on page 331, another Lenape man entered the council room, interrupting, "They," the English, "have killed all of the kindly people in black," the Mennonites, "along the Delaware." The chief and the members of the council were resolute. They discussed options for their actions. As was their custom, the chief retired, on page 332, to consult with the spirits. Then he would discuss the matter with the warriors. On page 333, no more discussion was required. The council trusted Chief Blackbird and the spirits to formulate the best response. End quote. How did the Lenape respond to these English atrocities? Did they coordinate their actions with the Dutch? With the Swedes? Was there to be a relationship between one particular couple from the Dutch and the Lenape? What was the final outcome of this grave conflict over the new colony in America? Did the outcome of this conflict help lead to building a democracy in America? You will find an answer to these and many other questions in Chapter 9. This book portrays stories of a model for life change, recognizing danger, assessing options, making bold plans and goals, expecting and overcoming struggles and hardships, struggling and moving forward to success. They followed where the Spirit led them, and they triumphed. This YouTube video series will present brief introductions to each chapter. The book is for sale through information provided in this video series. A special paperback edition, large print, a highly readable type font, and durable white stock paper is only available from me, the author.